Good evening, everybody. It's Proctor here. It's 11 o'clock at night tonight, and I'm going to touch on the subject of vehicle history reports. I love car proofs, and they have proven useful in the past for me, but I have never had one so useful until now. This car I just purchased, it's 2002 Oldsmobile Aurora. Beautiful car, pearl white, every option, I love it. Anyway, so I caught the seller in a billion lies. And I bought this car in Kijiji, drove it home, had it for a few days, and it was great. And then I took it into the mechanics, and they were stating that the front end was kind of misaligned, and the alignment was off and all that. So I figured, okay, maybe it was in an accident. So I figured I'll spend the 35 bucks online and get a vehicle history report. I got way more than I asked for. So it turns out this car was in not one, not two, but 3 separate car accidents. On top of that, the car was stolen not 1, not 2, but 3 times. The car was stolen 3 times on top of that. And on top of this, it also had an insurance valuation done in 2015, which means the car had so much damage it almost exceeded the value of the car. So, if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have bought the car. So, I'm going to show you guys basically what a car history report tells you. It basically tells you any accidents, damage reports, and stuff like that. It tells you the status of the car, which is normal, not declared stolen, no US history, blah blah blah. So as you can see here, there was a police report, there was an accident in 2003, it was reported at an auto auction in 2005, so maybe it was a dealer, I don't know. Maybe it was because of that accident, I have no idea. It was also in another accident in 2014. It was in another accident in 2015. And the insurance basically almost wrote the car off in 2015. So this car, I got a lot more than I expected. And it's basically saying it was hit in the front twice and in the right front. And then down here it also says it was hit in the right side for a $5,700 claim. Which brings me to my next subject. I could have saved a lot of money because when I bought the car, it said I had 186,000 kilometers on it. If I had a history report, I could have caught this car for probably half the price, because the last reported mileage on it was 302,000 kilometers. They said I had 186, and no accidents. I could have got the car for half the price. But the real point here is it shows you what you can learn from a history report, and I really do recommend buying them because you never know what you're getting into when you buy a used car. So I highly recommend car proof reports and history reports because they can tell you everything about the car. It'll tell you what its current status is, which is good because down here it said I may not even be able to get a title of the car because it had an estimate and evaluation done by the insurance company, which means even if I bought the car, the previous owner's insurance could just come to my driveway and take the car because they may want to take over the title and say it's written off. Obviously that's not going to happen because I called everyone and made sure of it. But yeah, and that's where it tells you on the back, this car was registered as normal, so it doesn't have a salvage title, no rebuilt title, which is good. But this really just tells you you gotta be really careful when you're getting a car. So, I highly recommend car proof reports and history reports.